Okay, so we are looking at lesson 6 still. We're finding area and perimeter of squares, rectangles, triangles, and then also circles. So we're actually going to look at a circle example today. It's number 19 on page 20. This is part of your notes. Okay, so it says in the directions that a circular pool is surrounded by a circular sidewalk. So basically we have a pool and we have a sidewalk around it. Okay, the circular sidewalk is 2 feet wide, meaning from here to the pool is 2 feet. And then from here to the pool, again, is 2 feet. Okay, so it says the diameter of the sidewalk and the pool. So this entire distance is 26 feet. Okay, so it says leave your answer in terms of pi if we need to throughout A through D. Okay, so the first one, A, says what is the diameter of the pool? So I want to know how wide that pool is. So I want to know what this length is here. We can't say 26 because that's including the sidewalk that we have around the pool. So what I have to do is I say, well, 26 is the entire thing. We have 2 feet here and 2 feet here that we need to subtract from that 26. So we're going to take 26 and we're going to subtract 2. And then we're going to subtract another 2, which is going to end up with 22 feet. So that means the diameter of the pool is 22 feet. Okay. Then I'm going to erase some of this so that we can see everything. Then it's saying, well, what is the area of the sidewalk and the pool? So I want to know what the area of this big circle is, this entire big circle. Okay, I want to know what that area is. And if I pull that circle away from my picture just to maybe make it a little bit easier, I have a circle. And I know that the full diameter across that entire thing is 26 because it told me that. So I'm going all the way across my circle, and that's 26 feet. Okay. Now, area of a circle is pi r squared. So we actually don't need to know the diameter. We need to know what the radius is. And we should know by now that the radius is half of that diameter. So it's that highlighted part that I have there. So if I take half of 26, I get 13. Okay, and we're going to say pi times 13 squared. 13 squared is 169. And then we still have that pi in the answer. And since it told us to leave our answer in terms of pi, we're going to leave it as just 169 pi. And then we're going to put our units as well. We're going to say feet squared because we're talking about area. So anytime we have area, we have our units squared. Okay. Part C is asking us just to find the area of the pool. So this time, let me erase this. This time we're talking about just this smaller circle. Okay, so if we're talking about that smaller circle, I'm going to redraw that down here. It's a real good thing that this makes my circles look good. So I have my circle, my pool. And the distance across my pool, we said earlier in part A, was 22 feet. But again, we're finding the area, and area is equal to pi r squared. So we need to know what the radius is and not the diameter. So we need to know what half of that 22 is. And half of 22 is 11. So we're going to say area is equal to pi times our radius 11 squared. Now we can find 11 squared is 121, And then I stick that pi on there since we are leaving our answer in terms of pi. So we have 121 pi, and we're still talking about feet squared. Okay. Now this last question is asking about the area of just the sidewalk. So we found the area of our big circle. We found the area of our pool, our smaller circle. Now it's wanting us to find just the area of the sidewalk. Probably should have just highlighted this. Okay. So if I know what the area of my big circle is, and I know what the area of my small circle is, I can take out that small circle by subtracting the small circle from the large. So I'm taking 169 pi, my big circle, and I'm subtracting 121 pi. Okay, now if I do that, what I end up with is 169 minus 121, which is 48, and then the pi's stay there. Okay, so we have 48 pi, and we're talking about feet squared still. Okay, so that concludes page 20. We are skipping number 18, so we're not going to do that example, but like I said, that concludes page 20. So we are done with the new notes for lesson 6. We will be moving on to lesson 7